You are officially a part of the Jelly Cards podcast.
Of history.
I can't. This is awesome, guys. I appreciate the opportunity to come on, man. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Right now, you are making hobby history because you are joining the #1 podcast out of sports cards, out of Pokemon cards.
That's right, baby.
We're the best out there for comics. We had one comic episode, but we're the best.
We love that. We love it.
That's right. But as everybody can see or hear, we have a special guest joining us today. You ready for this killer intro?
I can't wait to hear this.
All right. Here we go. Shit, where am I starting?
Yep. Figured that. Yep. I knew it was going to go just like that. Yep.
We have Brandon, aka Warlug, aka PokeWarsTCG. He is in the house. You guys might recognize him from his YouTube channel, Warlug. He's got almost 30,000 subscribers.
Thank you, good sir.
He has almost 12 million views on that channel. But he's not just a gamer. He's a TCG hobbyist. He's a TCG enthusiast, from Pokemon to Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
Did you even dip into some Loricana, maybe?
No, I didn't touch Loricana. No. It looks cool, though.
But you also said Yu-Gi-Oh! I know you.
Yu-Gi-Oh! In the early stages, but mainly just Pokemon and Magic.
And you also competed in some tournaments, right? For Pokemon?
Yeah, I competed in not Pokemon, for Magic. I competed in
Okay.
tournaments for Magic. Yeah, a lot of PTQs, a lot of opens. It was a lot of fun, but that was years ago. But it was very, very fun to compete in Magic. It's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
You are a jack of all trades, man.
Yes, sir.
And now,
expert at none.
And now you're jumping into the Pokemon world.
I love it.
With your new channel, PokeWarsTCG.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're addicted, like the rest
I am,
of
man.
us.
You know, it's been great, like coming back into collecting. And you know, I started just last year, like after we kind of met, and I had stopped. I could collect it when I was a kid, obviously, but then I got into it later when 151 released, and then a short break, and then meeting you, Jay, and just got right back into it. I was like in a lull on YouTube, and I was just like, man, you know what? There's a couple cool ass cards, and I started collecting, and then it just it was like black tar heroin in my veins. I could not stop. I literally could not stop collecting. I was buying everything under the sun at,
yeah, you were
higher than market prices, because I was an idiot in my first 3 months back. But now we've learned a few things, a few tips and tricks.
Welcome to the club, man.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club of idiots.
From you guys. So taking notes.
Well, we need to take notes on you, man, because
it's too late.
You have, like I said, man, you have a very successful YouTube channel. Yeah, now you're breaking into the Pokemon world, man. You even have, some paid sponsorships, some affiliate marketing that you have with your gaming channel. So I know we want to get into a little bit of that.
Sure.
We're gonna some Q&A. We're gonna put you on the spot, get some advice from you.
I'm nervous.
Yeah. And we're gonna even do some show and tell. I'm sure you got a couple bangers of some cards over there.
Yeah, I got two that I really am happy to showcase when we do the show and tell segment that is presented by Tostitos. So I'm happy for that.
Canceled.
Yeah, for real. Tostitos going to reach out.
They'd be like, hey, you know what? That's actually a great idea.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We're suing you.
Shout out Tostitos.
Yeah. But before we get into any of that, John, let's cue that intro. So first, I want to start off here. You are one of probably few people in this entire world who was able to open up a God pack from Prismatic Evolutions.
Yes, sir, we did.
I know you tagged us in the video, you posted it on your socials, but I gotta ask you, man, what was your reaction opening up a God pack from Prismatic?
You know,
real quick, that was after you already pulled one of the Umbreons. So that was your second Umbreon.
Yeah, our second Sunbreon. It was, I was stunned to get the first Sunbreon, but at first I didn't believe that the God packs were real. Like when I first heard of them, I went on, you know, you're checking out clips, and all you could ever see was people just like doing the cards. And there was no like full clips of somebody like ripping the pack and just showing it raw. You know, it was very highly edited and stuff. So I thought it was fake. And like in the clip, like even you mentioned, like I'm flipping it over and I don't even realize I have it until like seconds later. And I was like, there's no way that this could be real. And then like I fanned it out and I just lost it. Blood pressure was through the roof, heart rate 180. I mean, it was an amazing feeling coming back to the like to collecting and like having those things. So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Prismatic was the first set to do God packs, right? Like the first one. So for them, like to hear rumors and just like to open that, I was like, it was crazy. And what was nuts about it is a friend of mine, Garrick, was at the local game store and he actually sent me a picture of the last ETB in the store. And it was $150. And he was like, do you want it? I was like, yeah, just tell him, use my name and just use my store credit. Like just grab it. And it was the last pack in the ETB was the God pack. It was absolutely insane. I couldn't believe that it was real.
He could have been the one. If he just didn't give you that damn box.
If he wasn't there, he could have just took my credit and ran.
That's right, man.
It was so cool, man. It was, I was hyped, man. I was like, at one moment, I was like, I'm the greatest collector of all time. I am the greatest TCG Pokemon collector of all time to rip this God pack. You know, I was on top of the world that day. Yeah, I almost didn't come to work, but I had to show it to you. I was going to take the day off.
That's right, man. That's right.
You could retire.
You should have. You should have just retired right there. That's it.
Man, yeah, it was amazing.
What else is there to do?
Nothing really. Just carried around my necklace.
How many big hits have we gotten out of Pokemon?
We got negative, bro. But we like
negative hits.
Yeah.
Cards disappear when we open.
Exactly. Yeah. So like,
I've seen a couple of the clips. You guys are getting some good stuff. Okay. I'm seeing some IRs in there.
That's not us.
Seeing some good IRs in there.
Those aren't our cards. But I do want to just quickly get into some of your gaming channel because, yeah, like we said in the intro, man, you're up to almost 30,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel. I think do you also stream on Twitch?
Yeah, Twitch and YouTube, mainly YouTube.
All right. So what got you into the gaming stuff?
So I've been a gamer my whole life, and I've always wanted it to be something that was like a pillar of like who I am and what I wanted to do with my life. So my first direction was to become a pro gamer, but I learned very quickly that I'm not that good. I am above average. And when that didn't really work out and content creation was kind of blowing up thanks to Ninja and a lot of the other like OGs, I was like, this could actually be something, and just trying to find a niche that I could do on YouTube involving gaming. So it could be just something I could do potentially full time. So it was hard to really find out like what I was really good at with content besides just like playing and just trying to be really good at the game, especially like competitive games like Call of Duty, Apex Legends, these kind of things. So when that didn't really work out and I was going more towards content creation, kind of finding a niche. And education is a huge thing for people, like how-to guides. Everybody looks up that stuff no matter the market that you're in. So how-to stuff is just very, very good. And I was always really good at finding like the secrets and stuff in games. So I was just like, well, I'll just share this with the games I'm playing and hope that it just translates and people will like it. And it just did. It took off. And then build guides became a thing, like how to make your character the strongest. And it went crazy. The last like 3 years have just been nuts. And it's been difficult to change like games sometimes, but it's all been in the same kind of genre niche, and it's just been great. I mean, I consider myself very small, but it's just been a really great experience for the past couple years, and I just have no intentions of stopping like at all.
Damn, that's sick. Do you have a favorite game that you play, or a game that I guess you share the most on?
Right now, it's Arc Raiders, and it is a problem. Let me tell you, it is a real problem. But before that, it was definitely Diablo 4, Path of Exile, like a lot of ARPG games. When I first started, I was on the competitive stuff for Call of Duty and Apex Legends, and that was good for a long time. But then I just kind of fell out of just being at that competitive level, I just slowly started to fall off and I just couldn't keep up. And so I had to transition. But if I could do Apex Legends, I would continue to do that. But right now, Arc Raiders is just, it's a real problem. The game is just so good. It's a problem, but I love it.
Sweet.
It's an amazing game.
Yeah. And how did you come about like getting like your affiliate marketing and your like paid sponsorships? Obviously, you don't have to go into too great of detail about, the specifics of it, but like how, any advice for somebody who's trying to start a channel, whether it's for gaming, whether it's for cards, how does somebody go about even starting that process?
So a lot of the like sponsorships and marketing things, a lot of it comes with being in the community, being very active in the community. So whatever you're doing, like whatever game you're in, if or even cards, if you're very active in the community and like very active in the sponsorships that or like the companies that sponsor those kind of creators, if you're emailing them a lot, and trust me, you'll get like shut down a bunch or even ignored. But if you constantly email, check in on emails, send more emails, and be active with all of the, like for games, for example, for the developers that are on the game that you're covering, or even like with Pokemon or Magic, if you're involved with Wizard, you're on the forums, you're talking, like commenting on everything that they tweet or on X, and just being very involved to get your name out there so people see it. And even like, it's a weird way to like kind of promote yourself, but like if you're doing clips or you're making things that you think other creators are doing and you shout them out or at them so they can see it, and then their communities will see your stuff show up on their feeds or on their like For You pages on TikTok or even Instagram. Like these are really good ways to kind of get your name out there on top of the content that you're already doing. Another big thing is like being involved in, I don't want to say like what's hot, but it's like what is like the current trend, and just trying to piggyback onto that and turning it and making it into your own, right? So you're not like a direct copy, but if somebody is doing something that's working, doing something that's very similar and having your spin on it, and just again being involved in those people's communities, even if you're small, like just getting your name out there that way is a great way to do it. Now, my two sponsorships in particular, they approached me because I was doing those kind of things I was just mentioning. But then I've always reached out and just emailed. Like I am this close to being sponsored by Mountain Dew. I swear it. And
Awesome.
it's just being contact. Like what's
Yeah,
the worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to what? They're going to say no, or they're
or
going to
ghost
ignore
you.
you, and you're not going to know. But there's plenty of sponsorships at the low and mid levels that can just really help propel your channel, because a lot of people will see sponsorships as almost like as a confirmation, like, oh,
Right.
hey, this person has these sponsorships that they know about in this genre. Oh, they must be somebody. Even if you're a smaller channel, like they got to recognize like, hey, oh, this person must be doing something because they're getting these sponsorships or they have them. And it kind of gives you a voice in whatever market or game or content that you're doing. So the best thing would be just to be super involved in the community, whatever you're doing, and then just reaching out constantly. Even if it's to other creators, just reach out to them. Even if they say no, or their agents, teams just don't, they ignore you or whatever, just reach out. I mean, it's the most important thing to get your name out there, on top of just doing your content and just trying to push that.
Yeah, and John, I feel like you do a great job with that because obviously not only. Well, I'm just saying with how many whatnot breaks you join and how many conversations, and I mean a lot of the hobby friends that we have made and who have guests who have come on to the episodes. That's all through John. Like John has pretty
That's
much made
awesome.
all those friendships from all the money he spent.
Exactly.
Real
It's just me
promoter.
spending money. That's all it is.
It's because he spends so much money.
Hey, but
And all these
that's okay.
breaks.
Spend money to make money in a way. And, the connections are worth more than just
Yeah.
spending the door tag, like it's way worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, John, is that like, a part of like why you join so many breaks and why you're in so many chat rooms on, even if you're not buying into the breaks, I know you just join them just to chat in the breaks.
Yeah, absolutely. That's 100%. I purposefully join breaks using jelly cards instead of my personal account so that I can build our relationships and kind of just, I guess, promote our brand, promote our like our vibes, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Like who we are in the hobby, like the kind of people that we are in the hobby. Like, for example, I was just in a Pokemon break for Phantasmal Flames, and some guy inside the room was a big Vileplume collector, like Vileplume Oddish Gloom.
Okay.
And the streamer was asking, like, hey, Jelly, are you cool sacrificing these cards? I'm like, absolutely. Send them all of them.
Damn,
I don't
that's
want them.
sweet.
Yeah, that's
take 'em.
awesome, man.
And that guy was like super appreciative. So just kind of going off of what Warlug was saying, that's what it's all about. That's the whole point.
Absolutely.
If
Giving back
yeah, exactly. Bingo. Just making that relationship. And then now he tied it in perfectly to what a lot of people probably don't realize. It's that person might know somebody else, and that person will be like, oh, hey, this guy Jelly Cards, or this streamer Warlug, he was really cool. He gave me this card. They gave me these cards. Watch their channel, like subscribe to the podcast. And then that can form another relationship. And then the relationships just keep building. And it kind of happens organically, just being yourself. So I think it's awesome. And I have a kind of weird question. I know that you guys know each other through work. How difficult is it for you to like stay active in streaming on top of your everyday job? Because I feel like that's something that everybody in the card community especially has to go through. Speak on that if you can a little bit, or just kind of weigh in your thoughts on it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so pretty much after work, besides any responsibilities that would need my attention or things that I already have planned to take care of, I am either streaming or I am working on content, or while I'm playing, I'm constantly recording or making clips or making videos the entire time. So each day after work, if I don't have stuff to do, like I'll eat, gym, and then it's like 4 hours just straight either streaming, or if I'm not streaming that night, I am making videos while playing or making clips. And it's like I sleep maybe 6 hours a night. So
Damn, man.
it's just every single day is like that no matter what. So, and
Good
even
for
when I
you.
get up in the morning, I get up, a little bit before work, and I'll just finish editing clips, post those up and put them in like the saved drafts. And then throughout the day at work, I'll just post those throughout the day on my breaks. And that is literally the rinse and repeat, because like in content for me, like it's just all about consistency. So this is just my opinion. I mean, people in the comments or may disagree or just say something else, but in the beginning, it's like quantity over quality. Now there is rules to the exception, right? Like if you have some amazing video or clip and that can go viral, and then you can just make more quality stuff like that, then it's really good. But outside of that, it's just all about like posting every day, 2-3 times a day on the shorts and TikTok, posting 3+ times a week for full long form content, and then just streaming for at least 4 days a week. If not, that's just every day, no matter what.
That's awesome.
Yeah, see, and
Good for you.
that's what I feel
Fucking
like
awesome.
is the hardest thing, I think, for everybody in the hobby, like John was saying. But even for me, just like, working a full 40-hour plus week job, and then the little time that you get to like actually spend and create content. I made a video this morning,
Mhm.
and just something, it looked cool in my head
Yeah.
until I made the video, and I was like, wow, this is not as cool as I thought. But I'm like, you know what, whatever. And like I just got home from the gym. My hands were shaking. I'm like, I should have just used my handheld tripod for my phone in
Yeah,
order to
yeah.
do it. So like the video, you could see me doing like this as I'm trying.
Like, what is that
I'm
ground shake animation?
yeah. Like people are probably like, oh man, he must be like making this video on a bumpy road or something,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's off-roading over here making
Right.
videos. But I looked at the video and I went, I probably need to redo this entire thing. But then I looked at the time and went, well, I gotta get ready for work in like
Right.
30 minutes. So you know
Yeah.
what? I'm just gonna post it and whatever. And I think something that I really need to do, and obviously Jelly as a collective group needs to do, is I think we do have to take your advice and really start just like spending, like if we have a couple hours, spend it all, make all these clips, have them ready as drafts in Instagram, YouTube, whatever it is, and then you can just rapid fire as you go, because it does take, it's very time
Yeah,
consuming making
takes a lot of
content all
time.
the time. That's why I love
100%.
this. Honestly, it's why I love this Riverside app, because a lot of Riverside makes social media clips for you. So
Mhm.
I'll make my own clips, but then on times I'll grab clips that they make so I have more content for the podcast, so we are posting this stuff. But even then, it's just like, I never know if I'm doing any of this stuff right.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
video gets, like, 300,000 plus views on it, and then the next video I post, we get, like, barely over 200.
Yeah.
So how, like, let me ask you, real quick, so how'd you grow it to like almost 30,000 subscribers? That's like, how do you get it to where are you focusing more on like hashtags? Are you focusing more on like, super long descriptions, titles, your thumbnails, like things like that? Because we're trying to learn the YouTube world here.
Absolutely.
And we've been somewhat successful with getting some of the YouTube stuff, but not as
You
good as you.
YouTube is definitely the main thing, especially for like you guys with the podcast and stuff. Like it's so important to throw out shorts and the full episodes just as raw as they can be. But as far as like growing, I would say like probably my first like 400 videos probably were just all a learning experience. And you kind of you're going through and seeing what's working. So like a prime example, I kept trying to do a lot of these like quick, like here's how to do this, that, and the other for Diablo 3 is really when I blew up. But it wasn't until I started making build guides for the characters. And when the build guides started taking off, like I would get like a few thousand views on my regular videos. But when build guides would jump to 10, 20, 30, 60, 100,000 views on these builds, it's like, well, that's what's working. So I'm just going to continue making that. Like, that's it. I'm just going to do that and keep doing that. And while mixing in some of this other like tips and tricks, because then hey, that's my niche. My niche is making build guides, and people are going to come to my channel for this. And I'm just going to keep doing that. That's even with TikTok, with this new game, Arc Raiders, the algorithm really changes the more you can push out. It's really going to start pulling stuff to your channel the more you can push out. So, like me doing some tips and tricks on TikTok for Arc Raiders, like that's okay. Those give like a few thousand views, but then when I'm doing more like talking stuff and giving more opinion pieces of what a developer did or what somebody said in the community, for some reason, those take off. Like that video that I showed you the other day, it's like almost 600,000 views. And I was just talking about a nerf that the devs did on a skill. And people love that because it's such a controversial thing. It's so like opinion pieces are very good, but when you're trying to grow your first, hundreds of videos are just going to be figuring out like, what you can be good at and what people are responding to and like what can pull engagement. Engagement is so important on any social media platform. So if you can get people to comment, like, and just talk about stuff, share your videos, like that's going to like pull your videos so well. And it's going to tell the algorithm like, hey, people are responding to this. So they're going to push the video out.
Yeah.
So more people can see it. It's, and then with the YouTube algorithm, like I wouldn't worry too much about descriptions. If you can get certain keywords, like those things help, but title, thumbnail, huge. Those things are the most important things. If your thumbnail doesn't look like it's clickable, people are not going to click on your video. If your title doesn't look clickable, people are not going to like click and watch your stuff. There needs to be engaging things on there. And that's where like it can be kind of cringe or like it kind of sucks. But like, for example, like when it comes to like making like tier list videos or anything, it's always like the same stuff. This is insane, most broken, most OP, most insane new strat. It's all the same keywords, but those just respond. Those things just pull people in left and right. And it seems like everybody uses that, but that's just what works. So you got to kind of swallow. Like I had to swallow my pride a little bit on that because I was like, I don't want to say that in every single video.
Right.
I don't want to do that or put it on every single thumbnail, but that's just what people respond to. So it's growing. It took me hundreds of videos before I even started to learn what I was really good at or what people really responded to. And that's okay. That's what it's going to take, to kind of get to your niche of what you're doing as a creator. So it's just, it took a long time. My first probably year and a half, I barely eclipsed 1,000 subscribers, like barely. And then once I started doing build videos, it just took off and that was it. It was just like, that's what my channel is going to be known for. That's what I'm doing. And every season I would post probably 25, 30 build guides every single season. And that would just carry. It was just nuts. It's absolutely insane.
We suck.
No, you guys are great, man. You guys are great. This is all learning. Like even before,
Yeah.
like I started doing that, like, you know, there's probably 2 years prior to that when I was just trying to research, like try to understand what works on YouTube. So title, before hashtags are not as important now because the YouTube's always changing. It used to be very important to put hashtags. You can add them because it's more like adding keywords to your like title, or like not your title, but in your description. So when people are searching certain things, like that stuff will help your algorithm to pull your video so people see it. But title and thumbnail are the two most important things. And then stuff in your description helps too. If you can put in like the first paragraph kind of describing what your video does, or if you want, you could even do something one step further and take like the first probably 30 seconds of your video, that's your commentary or whatever you're saying, and you post that exactly the same thing in the video or in the description. Because then YouTube will see it as like you're saying the same things that are in your video. So when people search a keyword, so like for example, if we talk about the Sunbreon, if you have Sunbreon in your title, in your description, in the first like few seconds of your video, like YouTube's going to see that those things are just constantly being said, and it's going to pull. So when somebody search, oh, Sunbreon, whatever, it'll pull your video, and you'll be able to like be in the search. So it's just learning those things, and that stuff's constantly changing, but that's a really great way to kind of pull stuff. So I would do that in my thumbnail title, my actual YouTube title, and in the description.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. John, do you have anything to follow up on before we get into some show intel?
No, I think that's amazing advice. Presented by Tostitos. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's awesome advice. Because a lot of people in the hobby are interested in creating content, like pushing out content.
Absolutely.
And yeah, we're consider ourselves like amateur/beginner level. But yeah, I think that's awesome. I could just thinking off the top of my head, I could probably do like how to package cards, like for shipping, how to clean cards for grading, how to prep your cards for grading. Just make a bunch of those videos.
Absolutely.
I can probably help out with that because Jason is admittedly, and I guess embarrassingly for us, the one who does all the work. Like he's the one who does almost 99% of our social media stuff. So
yeah,
I appreciate you coming on and saying
Apparently
all this stuff.
I'm not doing good.
Jason, what?
Those things are so time consuming. I envy creators
man.
who have people who do that for them because it's so time consuming. But it's kind of just, it's just part of the process, you know. It's just, that's why it's just quantity over quality. Not that you're not making quality content, but it's just getting it out there.
Yeah.
So like every episode, like if you guys did, an hour every episode, like 50 clips, man, just 50 clips a week, 3 a day, 2 a day.
Jason's face.
Like I would almost do I would almost do like 2 or 3 podcast episodes a week and just have those full length, like full raw YouTube episodes just for long form content so people can just see it.
John, we got that one review, man. Shout out to that person who left us that review who said they wish we would post more in the week.
Yeah. So see, like that's a really good example, even early on. I take that now. Like when people comment and say like, hey, I thank you so much for this. Could you do this? Like I always just try to do that because if one person's asking that on a video or a clip that you've shown, there's got to be plenty of other people that are asking or wishing for those same things. So if you're getting engagement like that, I would definitely do that. I would just throw it out there because now that person's going to share it. They're going to like it. They're going to subscribe, follow whatever you're doing on what platforms, and it's just going to push it out.
Yeah, John and I were talking the other day, trying to brainstorm about different videos that we can post, even on like through our podcast channel, just like even if it was like quick, like 15-minute videos of just like what's hot in the market for cards right now, which Pokemon cards are up, which Pokemon cards are down. We even want to start we're going to start a new segment called what I say? Can't not miss. And we want to start this segment where we talk about cards that we've lost money on, which I think, everybody in the hobby has bought a card
that
has lost money or bought cards that have lost money over time. So I just thought, that could be a fun, fun thing that people might get excited for, like, oh, what card did they buy, or like, how much did they lose on this, because it's just a never ending
absolutely, you're
lost money.
I mean I've wasted hundreds of dollars already.
Exactly.
But speaking of cards,
here we go.
We've been chatting a lot about gaming. We've been talking a lot about social media. Now let's get into the cards part of this podcast.
Yes.
And let's do some show and tell.
All right.
And
Sponsored by Tostitos.
Sponsored by Tostitos.
Because you are the special guest on the podcast, we will let you go first.
Okay.
And it better be both Sumbrians.
I have them here, but I'm not showcasing either one today.
All right.
I'm showcasing two cards I'm very happy about. Love to have them in the collection. I think they're fantastic. The first one on the camera is, I haven't got it out graded, but it is the Greninja from Celebrations.
Sweet. Nice.
This card is just beautiful. It's super sexy. The artwork's insane. Greninja is a huge part of Ash and his team. It's the shiny too, which is just fantastic. It should just be in everybody's collection. If you don't have it, I will fight you. But this card is fantastic, man. And it's relatively cheap. It's gone up and down a little bit. I think it's only around $25 right now. I think I got it when it was like 12. So this card is definitely good for the collection with all this Phantasma Flame stuff going on. You know, a lot of the modern stuff is just really good to get. Or I guess, yeah, it'd probably be modern. It's not quite vintage yet, but yeah, fantastic. Now, of course, I got to show a graded card. I'm super proud of this one. I talked Jay's head off at work one day when I finally got it back. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, according to PSA, it's still one of 500 in a PSA 10 in the world.
The Charmander.
And that is the Charmander. Yes, sir, it is.
Oh,
there it is.
Who is begging for his life to get out of the window to play with his Pidgeys. But this card, the promo from Obsidian Flames, and it's actually a little fun fact. It's the promo out of the only ETB I bought for the set. So, I mean, what a lucky draw there to get, and this was the follow-up, the God Pack, you know? So, yeah, this Charmander, beautiful card. It should be in everybody's, it might be, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it on the pod. This is the best Charmander card in existence. Yeah, go ahead. Hot take. Yeah, we got a hot takes here, but this card's amazing, man. I love it. It's great. It's my best graded card. I love it. So yeah, that's what I have for show and tell segment, sponsored by Tostitos. And yeah, that's what I brought, guys.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
and it's
from
John.
So
that's
good.
from your favorite. John is obsessed with Obsidian Flames.
Are you? I love that set too, man. Paradox Rift. Those sets are so underrated, dude. So underrated.
Exactly.
John, how many cards? How many cards from Obsidian Flames?
I got 2 boosters on the shelf. I got like 20 loose booster packs, and I bought like $600 to $700 worth of packs.
Yeah,
and then you got the master set, right? Yeah.
Almost. Oh my God, I'm still
check to make sure nobody's listening.
Yeah. I got a bunch of Obsidian Flames cards.
That set is really underrated, man. Really underrated.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And all the IRs, all the SARs are sick. Jason showed me that Ninetales that one day.
Welcome.
Got me hooked.
That thing is cold, bro. So good.
I love that card.
So good.
Welcome, man.
Paradox Rift might be my favorite, though. It might edge it, but Paradox Rift is highly up there for me.
Hey, man, I had that card.
Another hot take, you know.
I had that Groudon, man.
I know. I'm still salty about it. I love you, but I'm still salty about it, you know. Still salty.
Sold it, man. You know what? And I was very lucky that I held on to it just a little bit, because at the time when I got it graded and it came back at 10, that card was only selling for like around $160. I held on to it for a little bit, and then next thing you know, I checked it on eBay and was like, holy shit, they're selling for like $380.
Yep. I'm still missing that card.
And then,
I want it so
then
bad.
I went and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna sell it, man.
That Groudon is so clean. God, that card's so clean.
Yep. Even it's not the coolest card in the set though. That Tapu Koko, man.
That Tapu Koko at
the beach, man. That card's the best card in the set. But
low key, as much as I love that Groudon, that Steelix might be the best card in that set.
That
Steelix might be the best card in the set. You know,
they make
all those Steelix haters,
artwork.
but that
they make
card is
sick
nasty.
artworks for Steelix.
Yeah,
shout out to Steelix. You know,
and he's
any
a terrible
Steelix
Pokemon in the game.
So was
Terrible.
Onyx, but Onyx was a badass. Onyx sucks.
The artwork's so good.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Get no love. No love in the TCG hobby. But Johnny, what you got, man? What cards you got?
Yeah. Let's
over
see
there?
this. I'm excited to see these. You guys bust out some vintage, some set 1 stuff.
Oh god, I actually have sports cards. If that's cool.
Hey,
those
that's
are
cool,
not
man.
Pokemon, John.
So these are actually 2 autograph cards that I got recently. I got them on eBay because on a recent episode with JK, Hockeytown John, I made a bold statement that I think the Patrick Kane market is going to go crazy because he is a few points away from being the all-time leading point getter for American-born hockey players in NHL history.
So cool.
Yeah, first card I got, this was from, I don't know, I don't think it was eBay Live, but I think it was just an eBay from Slab Sharks, Canadian seller. So I was determined to buy multiple cards because of the shipping. So first one, it's a second-year Patrick Kane card, and this one's actually kind of personal to me. It's a Sign of the Times dual autograph. It's got Patrick Kane.
Okay.
It's got Patrick Kane and Jack Skilly.
Holy
Probably,
shit, dude.
Yeah.
Is that numbered?
No, not numbered. At least not that I see. But Jack Skilly was only a Hawk for a short amount of time. First round pick too.
Gosh,
but they traded him, I
Blackhawks.
think.
Yeah, he's a Red Wings fan.
Yeah, that's right.
Unfortunately.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. You didn't know that, did you, John?
I did not. You're welcome for Patrick Kane. He's on the Wings.
Yeah. I was just going to say that. I hated him for so long on the Hawks, but now he plays for us. So I was like, I'm not going to say anything.
I love Jack Skilly. Love Kane, obviously. Jack Skilly was like first round pick. I think he played year after the Cup, 2010, 2011. He got traded. He's a grinder, hustled, skated really hard. So he was one of my favorite players for the brief time he was a Blackhawk.
Yeah, he's really good.
And then this card is from the 2010 year, so first Cup for the Blackhawks and Patrick Kane game-winning goal. It's a Upper Deck Artifacts Patrick Kane auto.
That is a sexy card right there.
Yeah.
That is.
Bought both these cards relatively recently and probably not going to sell them, even though I should once they go up. But
Nah, hold him, man.
Hold him.
Yeah.
He's going to be all
Hold him. Put him in a plaque on the wall.
Damn.
Yes.
There you go.
Showcase him.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, side story, back before the Blackhawks got crazy good, they used to practice at the Edge, which is like where we grew up. Yeah. So
Shit.
we used to go to the practices, and I got because you said to put it in a plaque, I have a Patrick Kane autographed jersey that he signed for me at the practice back before.
That's insane, dude.
I didn't know this.
Yeah. And shout out to Kane too,
man.
Like, yeah, it got to the point that the team was getting so good that they eventually moved out of the Edge and got a better facility. But dude, Kane used to get swamped. Taves got swamped. Keith got swamped. All those guys started getting swamped. Back before that started happening, Kane would sign a lot, but he would especially sign for kids. So shout out Patrick Kane.
Shout out Patrick Kane.
Patrick Kane sponsored.
We know you're
Jelly Cars
listening.
Podcast.
We know you're listening, buddy.
So yeah, maybe I combine it with the jersey and these 2 cards, put it in a big frame, and just stare at it all day.
Yeah, dude, that would be badass, man.
That would be badass.
That would be badass. Yeah.
All right, Jason, what do you got? Hopefully some Pokemon cards. And I'll be the only idiot.
I do
with
have some
sports
Pokemon cards.
This is a fucking bee drill. I swear to God.
You know what? Unfortunately, the first time I think we ever did show and tell on the podcast, I wasted all my Beedrill cards at one time, and I showed them all. So now it's like now I can't show anymore.
Gotta buy new ones.
But I'm gonna start off with a graded card here.
Here we go.
I don't think I've showed this card yet. And sorry if I'm card repeating here, but I don't think I showed it. But John, you're gonna love this because it is not in a PSA slab. It is in a tag grading slab.
Trash. Throw it out.
And this is our 2019 Latios Full Art Secret Rare, graded in a tag 10. This is from Unified Minds.
That is
nice.
nice.
During the Sun and Moon generation when they were doing GX cards instead of EX cards. John knows that I became a big tag fan.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, these are probably the best looking slabs.
Those are clean. They are clean.
So clean. They're so clean.
They are clean.
This card looks amazing in here. We do have it listed on our eBay page. So if you guys are interested in a full art secret rare Latios in a tag 10, you can check it out on our eBay
Jelly
page.
Cards eBay page.
It's tough listing it, but it was business purposes. It's business purposes. You
It's
can't
so
hold on
good.
to it forever, but it is. It's so, and the reason why I got that card is one of the episodes John and I were talking about Pokemon cards. It has a very, very low gem rate and has a low pop count for PSA slabs.
Oh,
I went
okay,
ahead
okay.
and got a tag one because that's who I am.
Here we go. Here we go.
Damn the man.
Dare to be different, everybody. Dare to be different.
Right. And then I'm going to show off. So if you guys saw on our socials, I found a couple of Destined Rivals packs
Now we're talking.
at a local Target. And of course, came home and ripped them because you got to rip them. I'm not holding them.
The clips were so good too.
Yeah,
clips
you know
were
what? They
so
got
good.
they got a lot of attention, which I was happy about. I tried to play around with some of the editing and stuff. So
it looks really good.
I'm gonna showcase the Shaman
so
illustration
cute.
rare
Yeah.
from Destined Rivals.
Yeah.
And why I'm gonna show this card is not because of its value, but because I have not ripped Pokemon cards or Pokemon packs in a very long time. It's been a long time since I've opened up Pokemon cards. And man, it just got getting the itch, man. Getting the itch.
Yes,
and
it did.
And I'm just like, you know what? I need to open up more.
Yes, you do.
And honestly, it might be a Phantasmal Flames booster. Who knows, man?
Let's
get
spicy on
drop
the
money, open the whole booster box. You know what? Listen, man, I can probably make a lot of money keeping that box sealed. Just like John, I'm sure you're looking at those Obsidian Flames boosters going,
call my name every night.
Deep Pocket Monsters has the should I keep it or open it or keep it sealed? You never keep it sealed. You rip everything. You rip.
Always.
That's right.
You meet your maker, okay?
And
you meet your maker.
And now we can get into the Pokemon talk, because I'm gonna tell you right now that opening up just those 2 blister packs was not good for your boy. It wasn't good for me, man. Because I say a lot of times, Brandon, we were talking about this the other day at work. Man, I think for all of us on this episode right now, we would be in a real different position in life if we were buying Pokemon cards back in 2020.
Yes, sir. We definitely would.
If we knew what we knew right now back in 2020, which because we're all big TCG collectors, we love Pokemon cards, we love collecting Pokemon cards. If we were smart and went, hey, you know what? Maybe we should rip some and also keep some sealed, because people are starting to get really hyped up on cards. Man, it would be a completely different ballgame right now.
Yeah, we would not have regular jobs. We would be touring and vending.
Tostitos would be sponsored by Jelly Cards.
You're damn right. You're damn right.
Yeah,
shout out Tostitos.
We would be sponsoring people. That's what we'd be doing.
It would just be such a game changer. I mean, the market was
but
so
who
low
knew?
then.
Honestly, who would have known?
You can't predict something like that. I mean,
it's like to say, if we were kids, like, why did we ever open up any of the stuff? Like, you're never going to know where it's going to be. People keep talking about a crash. Oh, the crash is going to happen. A crash is going to happen.
I don't know.
I don't know. Like, honestly,
I don't think so.
It's going to.
I think the market has corrected so much that this is probably going to be the new norm. Now with retail locations upping their prices, I think the correction happened when we got like Journey slightly, and then Destin fucked that up. And and now the market went up, and now with these last few sets, like and all the mega stuff, like it's just been, I think the new correction is we're just up. Like I don't think it's going to get much lower. I mean, it might drop a little, but the market is just too crazy right now. It's too hype. I think a lot of people thought the popularity was going to drop, or people weren't going to keep buying from rip and shippers or buying on eBay from jellycards/ebay.com, their store. Please check them out. And
nice little.
I don't know. I thought so with some of these like kind of like lower sets. Like Journey sucked. Journey was butt cheeks. It was like those sets I thought were gonna help, but it just didn't, man. Pokemon was like, nope, we still got the formula, and people love it. Like even White Flare and Black Bolt didn't do that great. Like
no, which is shocking.
Yeah,
shocking, because I thought those were gonna take off a lot more. And I was texting John. Was it this morning? I kind of was looking at some Phantasmal Flames cards that are being sold, and I'm like, this set got so hyped up for so long. Obviously, since Inferno X got leaked, and everybody knew that or even when they finally announced that they're gonna switch gears and they're going Mega Evolutions again. when that Charizard got leaked and they said, "Oh, they're coming out with a new Mega
Yeah.
Charizard," and then it's gonna be in Phantasmal Flames in the English set, this set got very hyped up, which rightfully so. You're seeing sold prices on eBay. That card raw, the Mega SIR of Charizard, that's like a $900 card,
It's
$800 to
insane.
$900. But do you see the major drop off from that card to some of the other SIRs? Like Rotom, which huge fan of Rotom. I was sending
Yeah, this
the
guy.
boys in the group chat that card, that SIR of all the
It's sick,
different
dude. It's
appliances
sick.
that he forms into.
Yeah.
Card is absolutely sick.
Yep.
That card's like a $28 card.
Yeah, it's
Buy it.
$30,
You know,
man. It's dirt cheap.
Toxtricity in the set is not that expensive. Mega Sharpedo, not that expensive. So I'm like, is Charizard might be the only chase card
Yeah, besides the
in
gold.
the set?
Besides the
Yeah,
gold, yeah.
The gold.
But is
I
he the
hate
only
gold cards.
Pokemon? I think he might be the only Pokemon in the set that's actually being chased.
For now.
So,
Yeah, it
For
really
now.
is. There's some other good ones in here. That Meowth is sweet.
oh yes, yeah,
The Meowth is badass. I mean, even that Piplup, come on, guys.
Oh,
Have you
so
seen
cute.
anything cuter?
Oh my god.
I mean, come on. Come
Piplup
on.
is the best.
The
Piplup's so
Piplup?
cute.
Yeah.
Even the name is
Golly.
cute. Such a cute Pokemon.
I mean, flash
It
that
is.
to a couple girls at a show. Golly. Woo! You know,
That's
like,
right. Yeah.
but this set's so hyped, man. So super hyped. I mean,
Well, John,
it's just okay.
yeah. John, how do you feel about GameStop before the release of this? GameStop said it was going to raise their prices.
It's ridiculous.
We talk about this in sports
We
cards,
talk about it a lot.
and now GameStop's over here going, you know what? You guys really like Phantasmal Flames, I see. We're gonna raise our prices. So how do you feel about booster boxes? You know, $240. I mean, some pre-selling on some websites, some are pre-selling for well over 300.
Yeah.
And that's just for one box.
Yeah. One box for $300. Obviously, I hate it. Back in the day, I guess we can say that. That's 3 boxes. I could have bought 3 booster boxes. So I'm looking at 108 packs for the price of 36 packs now. So yeah, I hate it a lot. It's not cool of GameStop to do it, but I think it's a testament to what we were just saying. The market's gonna stay up. I don't know. The crash, quote unquote, that everybody keeps talking about, I don't see it happening. I mean, if it dips a little bit, it's just going to make people buy more of those Pokemon cards. And time will go on, and those cards will keep going up. And Pokemon cards will stay popular because, like Luke said on a previous episode, Pokemon's like the #1 company, #1 recognized brand in the entire world. Not just the US. Every single country, every single language has Pokemon cards now. So, yeah, man, it sucks. I hate it, but it's just unfortunately where we are now. And I don't see us going back to $100 booster boxes anytime soon. But what about you guys?
Do you
What do you
think
guys think?
do you think the new norm of Pokemon booster boxes is now where it's going to get to a point where you're spending $370 something on one booster box?
God, I hope not.
You know, cases now are
I
getting
hope not.
like ridiculous. You know, cases are well over like $2,000. When back in 2020, 2021, you could buy a case of 6 booster boxes for like $600 less.
Yeah, way
Some are
worth
selling
it.
for in the 500s. And and that's why that's why I sit back and I go, what the hell were we thinking getting into sports cards, man? We wasted all this, honestly, and I do sit there and like, almost think like, damn, we wasted all this money on sports cards. When think of the amount of boxes we could be sitting on right now. And I get that. It's like a big no-no in Pokemon hobby.
Yeah. Way to go.
They love
Gotta
the
rip
open,
it, baby. Gotta rip it.
but when you're talking about a business and you're talking about, trying to make money on selling cards and selling boxes, like, I mean, Pokemon right now, there's a reason why there's long ass lines at a Target when they're restocking the shelves. They're not there to grab a blaster box of baseball.
No.
They're
Yep.
there to get whatever they can. Their filthy little paws
Sticky
on
fingers.
on whatever Pokemon product they can have. And that's the new norm. Like Pokemon has become the new norm. It's not obviously not
100%.
reaching the prices of sports cards. Sports cards still has the $1 million card sales.
Right.
They're selling for 5 figures, but I think eventually one day it's gonna get to a point where one of these cards are gonna come out of a box and it's gonna be 10K.
Yeah, easily. And my next question about it is like, how long after GameStop up their prices do the other retailers do it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you think Target and Walmart and these places aren't going to follow suit or like catch on? I mean, you guys know about the story with Walmart and their like insider stuff with that other company like selling Pokemon cards at, you know, the little bit higher prices in the market. So it's like, how long before even just going to a regular Walmart and going to grab stuff? No, it's all behind here. Nope, it's $240 a booster box, and or like, you know, $300 or $200 for an ETB or some crap. And it's just like, because they're not going to want to lose out. I mean, these wholesalers are going to make money too off these big box places. So it's like, how long do they follow suit? Like, how long after?
Imagine an ETB selling for $200 right out the gate.
I'd be pissed.
It would suck, man.
You know what? If you want to talk about a crash happening, make an ETB sell for $200 retail right off the bat. Make a booster box sell for almost $500, like pre-sale for almost $500, and start and house. You know, we've bought into $4,000 baseball cases. Make a Pokemon booster box case, $4,000, and you'll see a crash happen.
I still think people will buy it. I still think people will buy it.
People definitely would.
It's so hot right now. And like people who have all that stuff, like we're talking about from 2020, who have been collecting like that, like, because we're in such a bull market, like they're just really profiting from the current market. And for a small guy like me, like it's rough to even get inventory or even go get stuff even for my personal collection. And you would hope that like the retailers are that place. But now that's changing. It's just like, well, everywhere is the same. Or like I could just get the stuff from a rip and shipper, I guess, because it's the same price. You know, it's not any cheaper to go to retailers now, or at least that's what it feels like. But it's insane. The market is so crazy right now.
Market is crazy. And I feel like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a scenario in my head that could lead to a crash. And yeah, ETB's going $100, maybe. But Brandon's right. Somebody will be like, whatever, I'll still pay it. My kid wants it. I have to buy it, so I'm going to buy it. And that's the worst part about all of it. It's that, like, yeah, obviously all of us here want to open cards, want to buy cards, want to rip them, put them in our collection. But there are parents out there who are trying to buy cards for their kids and they can't get them. And they are forced to pay these prices. And yeah, maybe you'll get to the day where it's like, yeah, you've hit my limit. I can't afford it. I have to convince my kid to buy something else. But that's just, I don't know if that's going to happen, Jason.
And I thought too, go ahead, Jay, go ahead.
No, go ahead, man.
I thought too, like when they announced all these reprints, I thought that was going to help on top of some of these like shittier sets. So like Journey, Black Bolt, White Flare. Like I think if we didn't have Destined Rivals and we had something else that was very mid going into White Flare, Black Bolt on top of these announcements of all these reprints, because Prismatic was so overhyped, that might have severely helped. But I think the Pokemon Center just saw like this huge opportunity, like to make so much money. And if those ETBs are going to be those prices, like what's the Pokemon Center stamped ETB is going to be? I mean, holy shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't even buy stuff on the Pokemon Center.
Yeah.
Everything is sold out all the time. You just scroll through. You just scroll through every single thing is sold out on their website.
The bots
used to be able to just see. I remember I used to go on there and get all my.
Jason would send us links.
Yeah.
Bots just, you can't get in there, man. It's just
like I would buy the special like ETBs of like when Pokemon Go came out and they had their special like promo boxes and their ultra premium box that they came out with. Snagged one right up, just right when they launched this. Oh, doom, done. Got my box. Now it's like I don't even look.
Yeah, there's no point.
I don't even look. Like that's why I just stick to singles, man. That's why I do so much research of trying to find some low pop counts. Which we keep saying that like Journey Together was not good. It was not a good compared to the rest of the sets, but it's got a lot of cool cards in it.
It does,
but
it does.
I think a set like that is kind of similar to how like Darkness Ablaze was, and even we're chilling on some Darkness sealed Darkness Ablaze booster boxes.
Okay.
Some sealed Champions Path. We're talking, we're talking Sword and Shield stuff here.
That stuff's hot
but
right
I think
now too.
I kind of look at Journey Together as like Darkness Ablaze, because Darkness Ablaze, when it came out, that was the first introduction of the VMAX Charizard, and everybody went nuts for that set. And that's why we bought a bunch of them. And we're like, hey, let's chill because this is a big card. Well, then Pokemon went, well, wait a second. Let's make like 1,000 different Charizards.
Yeah,
we're going to use the same card, but we're going to make 1,000 different versions of it.
That's
and take that set. So it's similar to like Journey Together, where everyone's going to be hyped up with this new set coming out, but then they're going to realize that all these next sets are way better than it. But even Darkness Ablaze, it's slowly creeping, but it's still going up. Those booster boxes are almost $300.
Jesus.
When we were buying them at $100. Champions Path is slowly creeping, but dude, you know where Hidden Fates ETBs are sitting at right now? Those are almost $500.
Golly.
You know where they were at in 2020? $150.
Jeez, dude.
And you could have been buying a crap ton. You could have gone to that Gamers World store in Woodfield Mall. This was back at home. They had Hidden Fates ETBs at their store on the shelves for $150.
God.
And I would be like, oh my God, that's so much money. That's so much money. Because
it's a dream.
Nobody was paying. Yeah, nobody was paying for prices like that for Pokemon.
No.
And now they're selling.
Yeah, back then you were like 150 is crazy, but even then, you buy 6 of them. I mean, shit.
$130 for Evolving Skies was a lot, and we bought one and opened it. Do you know how many boxes of Evolving Skies we could have bought?
I hate that set.
Man,
why do you hate it?
Because like Umbreon's always been one of my favorites, and it brought it to the forefront, and that card has just carried that set, and it's just. And people hype the evolutions so damn much. And the pull rates were awful. And it just felt like just a money sink for and even like the IRs and stuff weren't even that great. If you weren't hitting on the top end, there was nothing in the middle to like satisfy ripping packs, in my opinion. That's just me. But that set sucked. I hate that set so much.
But it's got 2 of the best cards.
I know.
Yeah,
it feels weird to say that, but that set, I don't know, man. That set really just rubbed me the wrong way.
That's how I felt about Chill and Rain, man.
Rubbed me.
Chill and Rain is my like Obsidian Flames or John. You know what I mean? Like that's my like how John is with Obsidian Flames. That's how I was with Chill and Rain. And all those boxes that I bought trying to chase that damn Blaziken VMAX.
That card's so good.
I could have just bought the Blaziken VMAX in a PSA 10.
But it's just not the same.
Because guess where that card's sitting at?
That's
a $900 card.
It's not the same.
I know it's not. How cool would it have been to say, hey, I pulled this card. Like, I pulled the Blaziken VMAX, which is one of the coolest cards ever printed.
It really is.
In my opinion.
Yep.
In my opinion.
The card's
and plus,
awesome.
then you had Galarian Moltres in there. The full art Galarian Moltres V. You had the gold Snorlax.
Okay.
Gold Snorlax.
We're heating up.
Cool.
We're heating up.
Well, I think that's it.
Okay. Well, 2 cards. Go buy Chilling Rain, guys.
Well, no. $500.
It's too much.
And I was buying them at $90 a box, man. That's unheard of.
Man. Make it rain, baby.
I was buying that at $90. I was buying Battle Styles at $90. Buying Fusion Strike at $90.
I love that set.
Fusion Strike.
I was going to talk about Fusion Strike.
The Alt Art VMAX Gengar in it. That's now like a $1,500 card.
I want that card so bad. That set
I used to go to Target and see those ETBs on the shelf like overstock Fusion Strike ETBs. Now I don't even know what the hell they're going for.
They don't exist.
Yeah, exactly.
They're so scarce.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy to see what happened to the Pokemon market. But you know what, though? It's fun, man.
It is.
It's so much fun.
You're right. It is amazingly fun to rip stuff, get stuff, or go to shows, buy slabs, or just a card you've been hunting for a long time. And the majority of the community is good. Like there is scalpers and that whole issue, and just people who are just mean in the community for collecting Pokemon. But overall, I think the community is so supportive and fun at getting the cards you want for your collections. And there's so many different ways to collect. It's just, to me, it's still worth it, even in the market with the prices. If you can find good deals, it's just so much fun, man. The artworks have just gotten better and better over the years, and it's black tar heroin.
Yeah, for real.
It is.
That's what I mean.
I'm gonna say it right now.
The thumbnail title.
I feel like Robert Downey Jr. before Iron Man, and
God,
I can't stop. I just can't. It's so much fun, but and people trade really well too. You know, I'm happy there's no more trade up challenges. You know, those things are annoying, but it's all about having fun and getting collections and just, you know, being a community. That's what Pokemon's been about forever. So, you know, there's the business side, but I think that's just the majority, in my opinion.
Yeah, it has gotten a little cutthroat.
Yeah.
In the Pokemon world, it's definitely gotten cutthroat. It's not very, bubbly anymore as the Pokemon are.
True.
But why can't everybody be like Piplup?
Yeah.
And just be cute and cuddly.
Why not?
You know?
The card's beautiful. It's cute. It's snuggly.
Yeah.
I mean,
what everybody just leave the Rotoms to me, man. Okay?
Yes.
Nobody
Any
touched that
Rotoms
card.
go to Jay.
That's right.
Any
That's right.
Rotoms.
You know what they need to do? They need to make a full art of him as a lawnmower. Okay? That's what I want. Give us him as the fan. Okay? And then I'll be happy.
Yeah. You know what I would be happy with is if they made some more damn IR Raichus. I want more Raichus.
A Alolan Raichu on the surfboard.
That one's sweet. Like that would be sweet. But we haven't had a good Raichu in many moons. And Pokemon Center, I know you're listening. Make some. We need more Raichus. Okay. Pikachu had its time. It had its reign. Let's go to the next big dog, Raichu. Okay. I know people in the comments of this pod when it gets posted are gonna chew me up, but Raichu. Okay, let's get some more Raichus out there.
John, how many times did I talk about Arbok needing a full art and needing an alternate art? And what happened?
Wait, it happened?
Pokemon listens to the
listening.
Jelly Cards podcast.
They are.
And ask and you shall receive.
Which you guys can listen to 3 times a week on Spotify, as well as check out full episodes on YouTube /Jellycards. So
this guy's plugging us. Man, we suck at this because
Yeah,
we don't do it. We just wait until the end and we make John do like a 20-minute outro.
Perfect.
Stupid.
Perfect. It's a tradition of the pod.
Tradition of the pod. They wait for it.
Yeah.
They go, man, I've sat here for an hour.
Yeah.
Now I want to listen to John recap the entire episode.
Can't wait to listen to this moron fuck this up every week.
Every week.
But we can probably wrap it up there. We talked a lot.
Yeah, man.
We talked a lot about your gaming channel. You gave us some great insight and some great advice on how to grow your YouTube channel.
Absolutely.
Things that you can do for thumbnails, titles, descriptions, hashtags, stuff that we didn't even know. So we really appreciate you coming on to this podcast episode. This is not a one and done. This is the first of many episodes that you'll be joining us for, because we love talking about sports cards, but man, when we can get into the Pokemon talk,
yes, sir,
that just gets the blood flowing.
Yes, I get pumped for it, man. Thank you guys so much for having me, Jelly Cards. Nice to meet you too, John, for the first time.
You too,
I really appreciate the opportunity, guys. It was a blast coming on here. And yeah, anytime, reach out. I'm more than happy to talk to you guys about whatever, man. YouTube, Pokemon, happy to come back on the pod. And maybe we'll get another segment presented by Tostitos or somebody else. We'll get some sponsors up in here.
Maybe we'll get sponsored by Mountain Dew first.
Yeah, dude, that would be badass. I would be really jealous, but that would be badass. I would be very happy for you guys.
Jelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take KY, man. I don't care.
Dear God.
But yeah, guys,
I'll
appreciate
take the
the
KY
opportunity
jelly.
so much. It was an absolute blast. I can't wait to come back on at another date and talk everything. It was awesome. Yeah.
We'll have to do a Jelly Cards and PokeWars collab.
Dude, let's do it. Yeah,
maybe
absolutely.
some pack battles.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. I mean, my track record's pretty good. Pretty good.
We'll have to get Eric. We'll have to get
Yeah, we
Eric
need Eric.
to do that because
Okay.
Eric's got the
All right,
hot
hold
hands.
on a second.
One that
Let
just
me
pulled
go
that
through the
that
Elite Four
Sunbreon.
first before fighting the champ.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
That's true.
Golly.
Right.
You know? Jeez.
Damn.
Jason and I were just like those beginner trainers in the grass. Nobody wants to run into.
Like I said, man, I would be the bug catcher
guy.
at the beginning
Bug
of the
catcher,
game that's
Jay.
in Viridian Forest. That you
He's got his net.
It's level 1 Weedle.
be throwing out the Metapod and just be using Harden the entire time.
Harden. Weedle, Harden. Metapod. Oh, man. That
All
was
right,
so
Johnny.
fun, guys. Yeah.
Take us away, man.
Take us out, John.
I will try to be fast. Thank you, Brandon, a.k.a. Warlug, a.k.a. PokeWars. Thank you so much. Follow him on all his social media platforms. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Hopefully you learned some stuff. We definitely did. We're always trying to put out new content, new podcast episodes, new reels, anything we can. 3 times a week, apparently, is what we got to start doing. So, yeah. Thank you for supporting us. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at Jellycards, JELICARDS, on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. It's Jellycards Podcast. Please follow the podcast. If you enjoy the podcast, give us a rating. It would mean a lot to us. Like Jason said, we read them. We saw the note that you want us to do more. We will try our best. I don't know if we can make that happen, but
It's happening. It's happening.
We're just going to throw Brandon on there. Say he's part of Jellycards. He'll do them every week for us. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Brandon, again.
Don't forget, guys,
Thank you
to
for
go
hopping
down
on.
in the description for Jellycards merch.
Jeez.
Jellycards merch. Yeah, we got like maybe 2 or 3 small shirts left. If anybody's interested, we got some t-shirts. So yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Jason. And as always,
you guys.
Keep spreading the love of this hobby from your friends, Warlug, aka PokeWars, and Jellycards.